Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
I'm Bart, Corsair Bart.
Templeton, Midnight Rye.
We're going to test it.
Midnight time of day style.
Woo, do it, do it.
I don't see midnight that often anymore.
Nope, me neither. Heck, I don't even.
11 is pretty common, 11:30.
I almost feel like Seinfeld's parents, where I've got to eat dinner by 4:30. It's getting late.
New Year's Eve, I was in bed at 11. That was like
yeah.
10:30 or
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
But that's been a few years now. I don't even. It's like, no need. Why?
Yeah. My wife loves it. She likes to go out and throw fireworks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Her and the that one's gone.
The wife and I in Tampa this year, we didn't do anything New Year's Eve, and we thought, well, on New Year's Day, let's go do something.
You're gonna do brunch.
Well, we didn't do brunch. Well, we had a wine tasting that we had signed up for.
Okay.
And we went and did that, and then we thought, well, let's go grab dinner.
Oh.
And there was hardly anybody out. Most places were open, but there was very few people out because most people had celebrated the night before.
Sure.
And it was almost like you just had free reign of stuff. And then we went to a separate place just to get dessert. Again, it was like, a few people out.
You got dinner at one place. You weren't content with dessert there.
Right.
So you're like, we're going to a whole nother place just for dessert.
Oh, yeah.
Did they serve food at the other place?
Yeah.
So this wasn't an ice cream shop.
No.
This was a whole other place.
Restaurant.
Hey, would you like to eat a steak? Nope, we're just here for your triple chocolate cheesecake truffle.
They have a fried ice cream.
Oh, so it was ice cream.
That has corn flakes on top of it with bacon and maple cream.
All right, so first of all, I could make that for you.
Oh, it's delicious.
I don't know if mine would be delicious.
It's like the best dessert. Yeah, it's enough we're going to eat at one place and we're going to load up and we're going to go back over
because that's amazing.
It's actually called Eulalie. It's in Sparkman.
Wow.
Not Sparkman, sorry, Armature Works.
Because see, that would be it if I was sitting there and they're like, here's our dessert menu, and you were like, we're going to pick up from this place, drive to another place just for dessert. I'd be like, what? You crazy.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't do that.
I'm crazy.
I ain't doing that.
I'll eat dinner there sometime.
I'll just get the waffle bar here.
Yeah, I don't need to go to a whole nother place just to eat.
I don't see an ABV on here.
Maybe it was on the cap.
Doubt it.
I threw the cap.
Oh wait, it's really subdued print. You got your glasses?
It's purple on blue. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Holy moly! 45% purple on dark purple. Who does that?
Templeton should be. I'm going to hazard a guess here. Distilled in Indiana.
Okay.
Does it say?
God knows it's purple on purple. I couldn't tell if it was.
Oh no! Produced and bottled by Templeton Rye Spirits in Templeton, Iowa.
Okay.
But again, here's this produced by, not distilled by.
Well, Templeton was sourcing from MGP back when it was called MGP.
Yeah.
Which was a way better name than whatever it's called now.
Now, it also says Midnight Rye, American rye whiskey blended with dark port wine.
Huh.
Blended with, not aged in.
Not
port.
right. Blended with
port wine, dark port wine.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Expertly blended.
I'm sure masterfully crafted.
The same way I would have made your cornflake ice cream.
All right. This has a interesting, unique, dark nose.
Okay. Well, you know what they always say? They say those barrels that are seasoned by unknown companies of sherry, that they actually purposely leave a little bit of sherry in the bottom of them, and that it's not necessarily what they're pulling out of the wood. It's what's been accidentally left in the bottom of the barrel. So this seems like they're maybe foregoing the accidental and just saying we did it.
Blended. Yeah. Well, and they could be some places like 5%, 1%, 2%. We're just pouring some in there.
Right. We're just chucking it in.
It is marked American Rye whiskey.
Yes.
Now, if
Without all the green.
it was bourbon, you couldn't blend it with something and then still call it bourbon.
Yeah, 100% right. People, they lose their mind.
Because of the American Rye whiskey designation, the blending is probably allowed of just having some dark port.
It still smells like a nice rye.
It does. Well, you think?
All right.
All right, sorry, I had a little break there. Bart grabbed the cap off of the floor.
Had to. It was driving me crazy.
I was saying, I don't know if I could tell you blind this was a rye whiskey.
Okay.
There's enough influence, and what is it? It's a real, kind of a chocolatey.
Yes.
Orange. It's orange. Okay,
Yeah,
so
orange,
orange
yes.
will follow rye.
Yes.
It's almost like a chocolate orange.
Orange
chocolate.
rind with chocolate.
Yeah. Spicy.
Yeah. You just nailed it. That's the rye, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get
It's
that.
that orange rye.
But I don't know if that'd be enough orange to go, oh, rye whiskey.
You're probably right. If you just threw it to me blind, I'd be like, you're tricking me.
Yeah.
You're tricking me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going in.
That's what I like to do. That thing. Okay, blind. What would I be thinking with this? I mean, you know, it's a rye whiskey. You know, it's port. But then, blind. What would I be thinking? I don't
Wow.
know.
Holy weird. That's a little bit different. Because I do get a rye flavor without any pepper, no dill. It's the orangish rye something else with ice cream.
Chocolatey spice. Really, it feels heavier. What did you say it was? 45%. It feels a little hotter than that. I believe definitely more rye notes now showing, but still kind of that chocolatey, bitter chocolate,
Orange.
walnut, pecan pie.
Really, I don't get that. I get a lot of orange.
Walnut. I think it's more walnut, walnut bitters, almost. But it's almost like up front though. At first, it almost had like a definite wine kind of, not bite, but a wine feel.
Wine juiciness.
Wine juiciness to it.
Something. But then the orange overtook me. Let me try your pecan note.
I think it's more like walnut bitters.
Okay.
Interesting. There's some depth to it. Definite rye whiskey with something going on.
Yeah,
and
that's the something is what puzzles me though, even as I drink it.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd be able to tell you, oh, that's a port influence.
No.
Usually port is going to bring, kind of a fruity, raspberry, berries type note. Fruitier. This is almost darker, chocolatey, nutty, bitter. Almost like an Oloroso finish with the nutty, bitter, darkness. But interesting. It's not bad.
A dark port wine.
What was that?
Expertly blended.
Expertly blended.
Strength of spirit. There's nothing else really here.
Yeah. Yep.
It strikes me as odd. It's not off-putting.
No. I wouldn't see myself going back to this that often.
No. It almost feels like it's like a cocktail already, though.
Yeah. It almost felt like the wine. Like I got that wine kind of
Yeah.
influence right up front at first. Like
Right.
there was almost like a
And if you would have
sangria or something where you
lit
had
an orange on fire or something and done some of that, I would have been like, oh, that's where the orange is coming from.
Yeah, if you put an ice cube on this, or this on an ice cube,
Yeah.
on a cube,
On a cube.
I just like to throw a cube in there. It'd feel like a cocktail.
What
You
kind
could
of
put a
cube?
cherry on it.
Yeah. What kind of cherry?
Luxardo.
Luxardo.
Bart doesn't like cherries.
Sweet cherry pie.
I don't know where to score it. 80s, low to mid,
83 for me.
That's
It's just
kinda-
not doing much for me.
82, 83.
So here's the deal.
It's not, which isn't bad.
No, but I'm going to come to you from a rye point of view. when I'm drinking a rye, I want to like, it's the same thing when I go into a peat. I want to be slapped around by the rye. I'm like looking for rye. When I go to my rye section, I'm like, I want something peppery or something dilly. I want something that I can't mistake. This is subtled up for me. And it's not what I'm usually looking for in a rye personally. This might be great for cocktails though.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I think when you look at this on the shelf too, and you see that color, and you see your rye, midnight rye,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh,
Ooh, look at
something that's not my traditional rye.
Right, but I was like, ooh, it's a rich rye. It's a midnight rye.
So yeah, I think if you go into this expecting rye, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, it's more
But
orange rye.
it's still good.
It's good.
It's a non-traditional rye.
It almost reminds me of, I can't remember who made them, but for a while they were putting out those pre-done cocktails. Yeah. What you had the hot
RTDs, ready to drink.
bingo. Wow.
Yeah, there's been several companies that,
Okay.
that make those. We did a couple.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, High West had a few that we did.
That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah. Yeah. You could throw a splash of bitters on that and orange peel, and you've got an old fashioned.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. I don't think anything. Again, I forgot my receipt. Nothing here was too crazy. I think this one was $40 to $45.
A little much, but not crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you could also go to Patreon. Once you're on Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies. You can support for as little as $1. You can go up crazy, $1 a show, $1 episode.
$1,000 a show.
Woo, that'd make us happy. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies.